Welcome back. It's time once again for Book Club, and Katie Pattison is back from the Springfield Greene County Library. She's the manager of the Schweitzer Brentwood branch. Good to see you.
Hi, Joey. How are you?
I'm good. Are you ready for Thanksgiving?
I think so. I'm ready for the eating part.
I always am ready for the eating part. By the way, I just want to say real quick, I went through the drive-thru at the library station and got my hands on Katie Couric's audiobook on CDs. I look forward to being in the car.
Yes.
Because it's so interesting to listen to this.
Yes.
And another thing, if you were to go out and buy this, it's like a $40 deal.
Oh,
They got it for free at the library. You guys put it on hold and go pick it up. It's the best. Anyway, enough about what I'm listening to or reading. What did you bring us new?
Yeah, so Veterans Day was a few weeks ago, but it's always a good time to learn about American history or the experience of our veterans. So I have a few books on that theme.
I love it. Very good.
So this first one is called We Gave Them Thunder. This is by John Rutherford and Bill Piston. John actually works in the local history department at the Library Center.
Oh, very good. We talked about there was a local author represented today. Yes. So this is it, huh?
Yes,
okay.
yes. Now, this book is actually getting some national attention as well. So it's nominated for the Gilder Lerman Lincoln Prize, which is sort of like the Pulitzer Prize for Civil War scholarly works about the Civil War. So
nice.
Pretty exciting.
That's impressive.
Yeah. So this is an interesting one, pretty readable. And it's about Brigadier General John S. Marmaduke's raid on Southwest Missouri. He was a Confederate general, and includes the Battle of Springfield, the Battle of Hartville. It's just some interesting details that I don't know too much about the Civil War anyway, so I learned a whole lot. But like, for example, Union soldiers that were in the hospital in Springfield during this battle were asked to get out of their beds and fight for just a day if they didn't have to walk too far. So that was interesting.
How interesting would that be?
Yes.
Wow, what a great read, and you can get it right here at the library. I love it.
Yes, we'd have that one.
Okay, put that on your list. What else you got?
So check out this one up here. This is called Redeployment. This is by Phil Clay, and Phil is a Marine Corps veteran who served in Iraq. This is actually a collection of short stories, and it was both very readable and also kind of emotionally difficult to read, but understanding the experience of veterans, what it's like to fight in a modern war, what it's like to come home from a modern war. So it was a really great read. I'm glad they were short stories, so we could kind of take it in small chunks, but I learned a lot, and it felt like an important book. It's a National Book Award winner as well.
Very good. No, that would be really meaningful, particularly for people. I could see how it would resonate with military families, but you would learn a lot if you really don't have any idea what it's like to be in that position.
Exactly. Yeah. So this is a good one for that.
A great read. And this one looks like it's a children's book.
It is a children's book. So I love reading biographies with my kids, kind of like the Katie Couric one, but this is a picture book biography that you can read with kids because I learned things I never knew. So this is called The Fearless Flights of Hazel Ying Lee. It's by Julie Young. And it's about, I've never heard of Hazel until I read this book, but she was born in 1912, Chinese-American, born in Oregon. She had a dream of being a pilot, which is not something that was really an option for Chinese-American women in 1912 until World War II came along. And the Air Force created this program called the WASPs, so Women Air Force Service Pilots, because all of the male pilots were in battle, and she joined this pilot program where she flew these jets like they were the first ones to fly the planes after they came off the manufacturing line to test them out and transporting them from place to place. So they were not considered veterans at the time. So she did die in a plane crash in 1944. But later on down the road, Jimmy Carter, retroactively made these women veterans. So it's a very cool kind of story and program I learned about.
Oh, it sounds like exactly the kind of thing that would be a great lesson for kids, and frankly, a great lesson for adults too.
Yes.
Because a lot of people probably do not have any idea.
Yeah, I'd never heard of it until
so much to learn. And you don't get it all at the library.
That's right.
Thelibrary.org, correct? And you can put all of that on your list and just go pick it up when your time comes. Put it on your reading list. It's the easiest thing in the world. Katie, good to see you. Thank you so much. Happy Thanksgiving.
You as well.
All right. It is time now to